whole life, I think, has been centered around art. I was a dancer and a singer, among other things, growing up. And although my degree is in speech pathology, art has been my whole life. I've basically revolved around what I do now, specifically in the last 10 years or so, basically honing the visual art side of what I do. So my style of art is really hard, I think, to put a finger on. Specifically, I am not someone who can ever recreate a specific piece. Sometimes I can't recreate the way I made it at all. I can never, I'm not a replicator. So each piece of mine is super individualistic and kind of stands on their own. I mean, I think a lot of people who know me would say, or know my art, would say that they all are colorful and extremely strange and thoughtful and thought-provoking, but definitely odd, loud, and different, each one from the next. I can't paint a circle over and over and over and over. I can't do that. It's not my style. So as far as any medium goes into my process, like, I do a lot of painting. I do a lot of stuff on canvas, as well as salvaged wood. The canvases are also salvaged, by the way. I don't use anything new. I mean, minus the paint, but I also get paint used sometimes as well. But basically, it could be anything. It could be like the huge piece of art that I've actually just finished behind me, or a sculpture made out of, recycled objects, trash, found pieces. It's a lot of really different stuff. It's honestly like I said, one piece does not speak about the next, and there's no cohesion in anything other than it's me who made it. So I am not proficient with a sewing machine. I do not know how to sew. However, for the past 15 years or so, maybe longer, I have been extremely into the vintage and sustainable clothing and design scene. I initially worked for a wonderful local establishment in Fayetteville called Cheap Thrills. Post-college, of course, I was a buyer for them. I was a visual merchandiser. Basically just found my love for it there and carried it on afterwards by opening my own store online and just selling through my own entity, as well as encompassing my art as well. I've participated several years in the Northwest Arkansas Fashion Week as a designer, and I don't use that term loosely because what I do is designing, but I'm not making clothes per se. I am designing a look from head to toe that is 100% sustainable, and I'm presenting it in a way that hopefully is reaching an audience that's teaching them and showing them that, oh my God, you can look like this for $18, because it legitimately costs nothing to, have a lot of interesting one-of-a-kind pieces that you're picking up at secondhand stores and vintage stores and whatnot, just to basically style an entire wardrobe from nothing. So that's kind of the platform that I focus on when I'm doing my fashion stuff. I do a lot of photography, a lot of editorial styling. I work with the Idyllclass magazine that's based here in Arkansas. They're, I believe, the only arts magazine here in this area. Very progressive, super good on touching on all points of Arkansas with their art affiliations. And I've done a lot of stuff with them as far as photography and styling. And I really appreciate them allowing me a platform to throw that message out there, because I love fashion. I'm on top of all the magazines and whatnot, but what I see over and over is that everything's been done before and will be done again, and that I have an eye for finding the things that are meaningful in shopping at the $2 stores. And I want to bring that message to the masses in an artistic way. Thank you so much for watching. You guys can find me on Instagram at The One Man Bandit.